Hi everybody, just a short video here to finish off the card that I did yesterday. I'm really very pleased with how it's come out. You can see the reflection on the mirror, the glitter on the butterflies. And as I said, all it needs now is a sentiment on it. I thought long and hard, and I thought I didn't know what to put. And just what kept coming to mind was the reflection of her in the mirror. So I'm just calling it Reflections. So I printed out a few different sizes to see. And I came up with this die to use. So I'm just going to cut this off here, get up the big shot, hope you're having a good day today. Our day's a wee bit brighter. Oops, turn it round. Right, this way. There we go. Right, I'll put that there. Position that there. Place on the plate. And away we go. Right, here we go. That's it done in white, and it's embossed it. But I'm going to also do one in the orange that I used, because I'm not sure. I can't, can I? Because I haven't got Reflections printed on there. Still, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this die out. See if what I'm thinking of will work. Right, that's cut out nicely too. Don't want that. Finished with that for now. Okay. Yes, that's going to fit quite nicely there. But I don't want, obviously don't want white on white. So I wonder, I do have a bigger size of this. But I do like how that's just will come out just a small amount above it. I might just get the other die out to that. Oh, here's some of my dies. Turn it around, you can see it. That's empty. That's waiting for more to go on. Here's some of my dies. I've just bought this rooster because my Chinese sign is the year of the rooster. Oh, I want to cut some of those out too. I've been watching someone on YouTube who's given me an idea. Some more of my dies, clocks, teapot and cups, shoe, the windows. I love the windows. Owls in here, lots of owls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lots of owls. Birds in the tree. Bows. Car. Yep. Some framelets and some other framelets. This is the other to that, but I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be too big. The only trouble is when you get magnets on magnet sheets, it's getting them off. So let me see. I think that's going to come out too big. I will give it a cut to see. I had that in there. I've got a couple of other dies ready to go on here, but I don't know where they are at the moment. That's not all I've got. Oh, I forgot I didn't look in here. I have these. All 99.9% of my dies are AliExpress because of the price and the quality is good. Those aren't on that one. Those aren't. But what's that? That's a fairy. Christmas lamppost. I've got the stamps to that one that was given to me. Some more little, and I've got the stamps for that one. That's it. There's nothing different in there that I want. That's the only disappointment, and that one I can't get to cut properly. I'll give it another go today. It's a beautiful, beautiful cut if it cuts properly, but for some reason around here it doesn't, and that is not an AliExpress one. That is an expensive one I paid for. So you know, you get good and bad in everything. So I have these here. Edging ones. That's quite nice. I might have that out and give that a cut and a try for what I'm thinking of doing. That is beautiful. That cut's beautiful too. Very fine cut. Actually, I could do an oval reflections, couldn't I? There. And the next one up is not much bigger. This is what I like about these ones. Get those out. They sit in there. And then the last lot is these. Got that flower set. I love that flower set. Wanted to cut some of those out. Lemon. And then I've got these. I think they're I really want today. So let's get back to the card, shall we? Getting distracted here. Okay, I'm going to try this. See how this will go. Cut this down a bit. I've got so many ideas going around in my head for cards I want to do. So So I'm really going to try and get... I'm not doing. What are you doing, Diane? Come on. Thanks. So I'm really going to get stuck in and do something properly. Will do if I turn this up the right way so it cuts. Here we go. You'll probably notice this is a cuttlebug board I put on here, because I do have the cuttlebug and I broke the big shot. Bang, 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 bang. Right. That has cut nicely. Now let's just cut the next size up one. You've got to be tough for these machines, you know. Let's see, this is beginning to bend. Also, some of the mist coming out of it wants washing. Put that back in. Why did I do that? Tell me why I did that, because it should have been in orange. Here we go. I tell you, this sometimes really gets to you, you know. Sometimes you can do it and sometimes you can't. Never mind. Let's see, here we go. That's what I wanted. Why didn't you tell me? Crunch, crunch, crunch goes there. Here we go. Why did that? There, let's go back. Right, where's the white one? That's quite nice. On the card, move those to one side. Yep, that will go nicely there. I like it. So I'm going to put that on with foam tape. Might use this thicker one this time. One, two, and in the middle. Oh, there goes my dog barking, and she's seen a cat in the garden. Can go there. I have a bird table in the garden. They'll be out there feeding now, and Pippa's probably seen the cats coming up to see what they can do around the bird table. So she barks and barks to see them off. Good girl she is. Right. centralise that on there. There we go, that's nice. And keeping in flow with what we've got down below, I'm going to do the same around the orange here with the Kinderglitz. I've broken my broken nail now. There we go. I'm just going to, in the word reflections, where there's loops in the letters, I'm just going to put a bit of Kinderglitz in the R and the O and the S, the E. Just enough to make it. Can you see that glistening? I don't know if you can see it in there. So there we are. There's the card finished. Oh, except for my little stamp. Where's my little stamp? Well, I'll do that later. But that is the new card that I started yesterday. I hope you like it. I do. I love this lady. I love doing it. I think it's about the third time I've done it now, and I don't normally repeat my cards. But this one I do like. I love it very much. So that's the card, ladies. So I'll just have a bit of a play here, just to let the video go a little bit more. I'll just put the lid on that. Put that away. I want to try this again. See if I can get it going through this, because I usually do it on my Cuttlebug a lot. But I'm thinking I might try it on here. I'll leave that extra shim in there that I've got. Put this through and through here. Actually, I'm going to do it down the side, because sometimes you get more pressure on the side of your roller than in the middle. So it can help to go from the side. So let's try it. Fingers crossed. Through you go. Oh gosh. Through. Oh gosh, this is stiff. If it don't cut this time, well, and let's come back. God, should do a bit more cutting and build up the muscles in my arms. Right. See, it's only halfway cut. I don't know what is wrong with this die. I'll say, it wasn't cheap. Let's try it in the middle again. It shouldn't be this hard, but it is. 1, 2, 3, push. And back. Don't worry if this big shot breaks, I've got another one in the cupboard. Somebody gave me another one. off, do I? Yay! No, I didn't get far enough to the end, look. But you can see how beautiful it would have been if I had. I'm going to get this thing to cut whether it wants to or not. That piece I've got underneath there is a magnet, small piece of magnet card. And I keep it under there, and because I can't afford the big magnet card from Stampin' Up. I'd love it, but I can't afford it. Gosh, I'm really putting this through its paces here. Gotcha. Just go the one way through because I think that would have done it. Yay. Yay. It's stuck to the plate, it's pressed on it so hard. Here we go, look, see, there's a little bit there still not gone through, and there. It's not the best of die cuts, that. They're not the best of dies. Still a bit there that's going to need help. The rest of it is fine. This is where your little tiny scissors come in useful again. I'll go just in there. And then up there, see, with a little bit of help, I'll get that out. Here it comes. Here it comes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Now the other side. A little bit more help. Gotcha. Take out the middle bits. They're flaking out quite easily. A bit of a stick on that one. It's a beautiful die, but as you can see, it's a pain in the butt getting it through. But that is really nice. And I like using that, but as you can see, it's not easy to get there. I'll keep that one. Put him there. The other thing I wanted to do, and they've fallen on the floor. Right. Got these dies, and of course they're for you know, you cut one at a time, making a frame. But what I saw this week, there's 1, 2, 3, and I must get this lady's name so that I can give her the, I'll try and put it down underneath when I, in the comments. Come on, where aren't you going? Bring them a bit closer together. That'll do. Do it from this way, that's the easiest for me. So I'll the machine's having a good go, or else I'm getting weak. Oh dear, what a mess I'm making of this video, hey? Never mind. Take that off. Now what this lady does with these is she folds them, but she folds them on every line. Maybe I should have gone a bit thinner card, I'm beginning to think. All the way round. And she does that. And remember, this can be done with any round frame die. Arthritis is hitting in when I use the scissors. Let me just remove this. Now you could do this with, this would be nice on patterned paper actually. Now what she does is, hold on, she folds that in half, then to that one, that in half, oh, can you see what I'm doing, to that one, that in half to that one, so you're making like a concertina effect. I know this lady's name's Chrissy. I can't think of the title of her site, but I'll find it for you, because she has loads and loads of ideas on how to do things, especially using the AliExpress dies. I think she's great. That one didn't get folded in half when it was like that. Let's do that first. And that in half. That in half. Then with that, let's give them a bit harder fold. And then you're going to be able to concertina this like when we do the rosettes. But this is already all joined. Let's get a circle. Not a very good circle, but never mind, I should have had the glue gun on. Because I think we need to do this side hard as well as the other side. I think this would have been better with a thinner card actually. Right, now what we're doing is like this, getting it into a flower. It will go when I've got the glue gun hot enough. And as I say, in card, Get what I'm doing, see? You're going to glue it on there. And it's going to make a flower. Come on, glue gun. Let's get another one folded, ready to go on top. Come on, come on. I try to keep making cards and doing things because I'm getting arthritis in my hands. And I really don't want to lose the use of my hands on. This is a form of therapy for me, to keep my hands working. Because old Arthur, he comes crawling too often in my hands. So, get this done, just show you this, and then I'll be able to finish this video off and get part 1 and part 2 uploaded. Let's give the bends the other way now. That's across the flowers. No, that way. That's got to meet in there. Definitely should have been thinner card. Easier to manhandle. Right. With a bit of luck, the glue will be working. There we go. Some glue on there. Get this right and pinch it in like so. That should be up this way. Down, up. Come on, up, up, up. Up, up, up. Get that in there before the glue finally sets. Not the best, is it? But you'll be getting the gist of it. More in there. That's got to go up too. Oh well, it's a bit of a flop, it doesn't matter, you can get the gist of it. With paper it will work a lot better. Do that. Actually, once it's set, it might be able to be manoeuvred better. Once it's all set in, then that should be down, that should be up. There we go. Get it to go right when it's done, look. Up. That one should be a down. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. What a mess. What a mess. What happens when I stick that on the top? You throw it away, Diane, and that was a flop. I didn't like that one. I'm going to try it next on paper, and it will be a lot easier, you see, because it didn't work. Oh well. What else did I get out to have a go with? Oh yes, have you ever done one of those? It's everything going on the floor. Tidy up. I'm just going to show this last one now and hope it goes right. And then I shall let you all go and have a good laugh. Oh dear me. What colour shall we do this in? Actually, I will do this on a nice coloured paper. Not on it's a patterned paper. There you go. A nice pink, pale pink gingham. So I want it right across. I'm going to do it twice. It. I don't know what's happening with this machine. It's not been this hard before. It really hasn't. Tell you what, buggy you, big shot. Check that out in a bit. It's not been that hard before. It might need a... Let's get the old cuttle bug out. This is what I used to use always before the big shot. A lot easier to handle. Basically does the same thing. A, B and a C plate I need. That's the A plate, but the label's come off. That's a B plate, and the label's off that because it's been washed. Put this down on here. Put the C plate on. Let's have a look. See if that's done that. It's not quite gone through. So what I'm going to do, I didn't think it would cut because of how easily it rolled through. So I should put another card, a skim or something they call it, that there. Stayed there, so I can just pop it down on there. Go back through. Yeah, a wee bit more pressure on that. And there we go. That's done that lovely. I think we might have to drag the old cuttle bug out more. Been a bit neglected, it has. That out, pop it down there, and I'm going to cut it again. Where's my piece of paper? God, that's easy compared to the other. There you go, perfect. Yeah, that's stuck on there because there's some tape on there. I know, I'll have to use my glue remover I've just bought. I've put some tape on there and can't get it off, you see. So I'm going to have to remove that. But I'll just tell you about this. This is called undo. To undo glue. And a friend of mine's got some at craft group that we go to. Hers is a big bottle like this. And she told me this place had got this in, and I sent for this. My bottle's that little and it's $22. I think it's a rip-off myself. A big rip-off. So I'll only use that in dire situations. I think it's a bloody cheek. Never mind. Now then, get this one out of here and I'll put the pin back. Right, you can use a quilling tool for this, or you can just start now. I'm using my nails to put a bit of a, I can go that way on the end of my fingers to pull the petals over a bit, see? Rub it over the finger. And that's giving a bit of downward shape to the petals. Like that. Gosh, it's raining out there now. Right, I'm going to leave that because that stays flat. So then you do it like as if you're quilling. So turn it over as finely as you can. I do have a quilling tool somewhere, but I don't usually use that. Let me see if it's, yes it is, there it is, right in front of me, look. Use a quilling tool if you've got one. Put your quilling tool on, hold up your finger there like that, and then roll. But keeping the bottom of it straight as you can. Not the top of the petal, the bottom. I suppose you all know how to use these. I'll probably take the tool out before I get much further because it's not doing much good. See, I can keep doing it with my hands now because I've got a big enough piece to hold. Keep going round and round. Right, now this big piece at the bottom is going to be your base. And that down there. To there. Now you can let this go and let it unfurl. But I'm only going to let it go that far. I'm going to put some glue underneath. Sit it on the glue. I'm going to press on the top of the petals with my fingers to get that downward push. This side might need a little bit down in here. And that's a nice little rose. You can trim that base down if you want to. What I'm going to do with the second one, again I'll use the tool to get started. Twist and twist. I would like to have a go at quilling properly. Has anybody ever done it? I think it's beautiful. It's come out of it anyway, so I would love to have a go. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to let this one unfurl a lot more. And I might cut some of this off. I don't know if this is what you do, it's what I'm going to do. Take some of that base off that's sticking out. Get the quilling tool in the middle and do this. I'm trying to open it up. Come on, open up. Let's do that. I want it to open up. I want to get that flower in the middle, you see. There's it. And then that there, and wrap this around it. To get it started with this here, I could put a bit of glue just to hold it onto the first petal. Just a dab of glue, get him to hold on there. Right, now I can take this one looser around this one. And it falls, sometimes letting it go helps. And then twisting like that. It's a matter of manoeuvring it. And how empty out you want it. And then we glue again. Pull that off a bit. Take it in a bit more. Yep, there we go. And then it gives you a bigger flower than just the one. I didn't do that with the petals, did I, to start with? But that's no problem. Can do that now. Maybe pull that a bit. Put a wee bit of glue down there, get that bit in. There you go, gives you a better flower. I think that was quite cute. That one wasn't a flop. And what I would do with that, again, out comes my kittiglets. And I would do all the petals, the edge of the petals. I told you I use this stuff a lot. Around, you can put it down there, put the quilling tool in the middle to keep it still, and go around all the petals. Not a whole lot, just dabs of it. Near the outer ones so you can see more. Some down in the middle. See the ones you haven't touched. Oops, can't put that on there, can I? And there is a nice shiny glittery rose, which I think is quite cool. As I say, with the paper it worked better than with the card. I should have done the other one this way. I'm quite pleased with that. Oops. Yep, I've dropped it. That's quite nice. So now that I'm in a nice mess, ladies, shows you that I'm not that good. But what the heck, I'm only here just to play. Hope you like it. I will be doing more cards. Please like and please share. As I say, I will put some names down in the bar as who to go to. I will be posting this on Robbin McCrumbs page. I will post my other crafting page, and when I find Chrissy, this Chrissy I know, I'll post her page too. But when you go to Chrissy's, please come back and see me too sometime, eh? Because she's very good. Okay then, you all, thank you all for watching and being here with me over the last 2 days, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye.